Hey everybody, Todd and Tim here, joined by Oral Roberts guard Issac McBride. Tim, why don't you jump in with the first question?
Yeah, we're like we said on last week's episode, we're going to try and have on the reigning player of the week. And Isaac, last weekend you exploded for a couple big games. I believe your 44-point outing against NDSU is the single season high so far this year of any Summit League players. So I guess just kind of take us through both of those games. You and JoJo really finding a connection and just kind of what you saw in those outbursts there and how the offense is going for you guys.
For the team in preparation, I felt like the team we took the loss against UMKC real personal in the way that we wanted to approach preparation for the two upcoming games that we had at home. We want to take advantage of playing at home, even though we dropped one in North Dakota State, but we want to make sure that we get those games in front of the home fans and everything like that. It was kind of a weird week with the snow coming in and everything like that, but it wasn't anything any different, to be honest. Big props to JoJo Moore as a freshman. Obviously, he's playing at a level that I haven't seen a freshman ever play at. Extremely talented, skilled, but as far as the game goes against North Dakota State, really wasn't anything different. Just look to try to get the best shot available for our team and try to attack as much as possible, make plays for the team to help the team win, to be honest with you. Wasn't really looking to have a outburst or anything like that. It just was God blessed me with the opportunity to get hot, and I just kept going on the wave. But I was hoping that it would result in a win. But, life doesn't always result in a win all the time. So just learn from it, and Saturday we got a dub. So
Nice. So Isaac, one question that I have: you bounced to a couple of different schools. You were at Kansas for a short time, and then Vanderbilt, and then the last 4 years at Oral Roberts. What makes Oral Roberts special?
just the community. I'm able to have relationships with people, especially my coaches. But all my coaches are super personable, men of God. I can talk to them about my spiritual life. I can also talk to them about just things outside the basketball floor. And then most importantly for us in our relationship, I'm able to talk to them about my future and maybe in basketball or other areas. And also just the community, as in the people that I've met, my mentors, people that used to babysit for me when I was younger. I go over their house. I have constant fellowship with them and the people at my church and the community at my church. I'm able to go into Josh's office, Duncan's office, our SIDs and all that, and be able to talk to them and have relationships with just people in the organization and our staff around the campus. Teachers have taken me under their wing, mentored me. So, coming to Oral Roberts was one of the biggest blessings that I've ever had in my life, and one of the best decisions that I made, because it's more than just being a basketball player. It's the person, and the basketball is just a small part of my life, but the people around me helped me become a better person and player, and they just enhanced me. So that was the reason that I came back and my decision in coming back.
Yeah, Mackie, you talk about the relationships you have with folks there. You and I talked a little bit about it down at Media Day. Adam Hildebrand, the impact he's had on you. You've dabbled in some broadcasting, working with him on color commentary and doing some content. Is that something you're still, looking into? And I did tell Adam about our conversation. He about teared up thinking about you and what you mean to him. And so just kind of talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, Adam is the first person that he just took me under his wing. He knew I was raw and inexperienced, and I was terrible. Probably still am a little bit, but not. I'm getting better though. But what Adam's done for me has opened up a whole nother avenue for me to be able to express why I love sports. Especially we have a great baseball program. They do amazing every year, and hopefully they'll get back to Omaha this year. Adam just let me do some color commentary for the baseball team. And he's taking me under his wing. But, that's still something that I'm interested to do. Hopefully one day, maybe if y'all need a third person, I'll jump on the podcast with you guys.
Absolutely.
But I've had a chance to talk to Fran Fraschilla and a guy named King McClure, and they've opened up, some possibilities and opportunities for me to be able to get into the broadcasting world and kind of show people that, I know the game from the X and O standpoint, but also I've had experience playing. And I would like to do other sports like football, baseball. I would like to be well-rounded. So my goal one day is, if God allows me to play a little bit professionally basketball, after that to maybe work for ESPN one day or Fox Sports or, I'm open, whoever wants to offer me a job. So wherever this gets out to, hopefully they'll give me a job offer at the end of the year. So, but yeah, that's definitely something that I'm open to doing.
Nice. Well, Isaac, if you're ever feeling insecure about your behind the mic, just listen to us for a few minutes. You'll feel better.
Y'all are great. I've heard y'all before. Y'all do a great job. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, you kind of went into what I was going to ask next, which was kind of what life after basketball might look like for you. And so I'll ask kind of a random one. You played a couple seasons with Max Asmus. Who wins one-on-one, you or Max?
So who's winning a one-on-one?
Yeah.
I probably played Max one-on-one probably like over 200, 300 times. And to be honest with you, like, I'm not trying to give you one of those answers, but like it's probably even. But Max probably has the upper hand. It's hard to guard a guy that every time he catches it, you don't know. Like he has just so much to his bag. Obviously, y'all seen him play for the 4 years that he was here, or 3 years, and he's an elite shot maker. He's a tough. He's probably the best tough shot maker I've ever played against in ones before. But nah, honestly, he is iron sharpening the iron, and Max made me a better player. So one-on-one, I don't even know. I would have to ask Max, but Max would definitely say him. So I'll give it to him. Yeah.
Well, as you say, Mackie, iron sharpens iron. You're such a tough shot maker yourself. You're probably one skill that maybe necessarily doesn't translate to the box score, but I don't know if there's anybody that really can rise up as fast as you. As a smaller guard, being able to shoot over bigger guys, was that just something that you've always worked on or had that natural athletic ability, or, because that's a huge asset to your game, is your ability to rise up, or especially when you attack the basket against bigger defenders. Where does that kind of skill set come from?
Ninth grade. I was just like, I got a lot of hair on my chin and my legs, and like I just probably not gonna grow anymore. And I was getting my shot blocked like 7th, 8th grade a lot when I was playing up like pickup with the high school guys. So I was like, man, I'm good enough to break people down, but where's the next level? And then also I'm from Arkansas, so Malik Monk is a huge inspiration to me. I look up to him a lot. And if you know one thing about him is in high school, he got a lot of elevation on his shot. So I was just like, man, like I want to mimic my game after him. And obviously I don't play like him, but in terms of elevation, I wanted to do that. So, I mean, those were the two situations where I was like, if I can, know that I'm going to be short for the rest of my life. And then also too, if Malik is able to score at a high level because he's able to get separation and elevation, I want to model my game and like that and become an elite scorer like him. So those were the two instances where I was like, man, like elevation would help me a lot. So I just continue to hone that skill and keep working on it. And I'm still working on it to this day. I would like to get more elevation if I could, but my body is kind of 4 years into this, so 5 years into this. So I don't know how much more I'll get, but.
I just have one more question. If it's too abstract a question, just let me know. But I'm curious, the biggest lesson that basketball has taught you.
That's actually a great question. Basketball has taught me a lot. Obviously, I've gone through probably one of the more up and down journeys that I've ever had with anything in my life. Since the time I picked up basketball, obviously I fell in love with it. You guys fell in love with, reporting about basketball and the game as well. I would say just seeing the hand of God through this situation. Basketball is such a small part of my life, but I try to connect everything to the spiritual in my life. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, but in this instance, when I was 18, my whole goal was to make it to the NBA, and that is very hard to make it. And I became, kind of obsessed with doing stuff for my own glory. What I've seen is that God gives us talents and he gives us special gifts. And if we allow him to move and work through that, what he can do through your talents and gifts is astronomical beyond what you can believe that you can do yourself. And I've seen God take a situation where I got a third chance, and Coach Paul Mills taking me into Oral Roberts. And I've seen that he's put me in a place that is kind of tailor-made for how I believe and how I play. And I've been able to do some things with some amazing people, amazing teammates, amazing coaches, and an amazing school. And God has shown his hand through that. So really basketball has taught me that, God can be used in every situation and in every talent and gift that we had to glorify him, but also he wants the best for us. So, I mean, it's just taught me that God is good, and he's good all the time. So that's the one thing that I've learned through this basketball journey, and it's kind of get emotional, but I got 3 more months, and we got to go win a Summer League championship. So I can't get too sentimental, but yeah, that's what it's taught me so far.
Obviously, and yeah, one more for me, Mackie here.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, still a lot of basketball to go, and really seeing how you and JoJo really mix in well. There's a lot that can be done there with you two, and looking at your games, how you guys play off of each other, how you're so much different but similar in certain ways. When I look at you guys, I kind of think of a thunder and lightning combo. Him being more the bigger power guard, you're the fast, explosive one. Has anyone given you guys any nicknames yet, and how you play together?
Honestly, not really. Such a well-diverse team. It's just like we know how talented JoJo is. We know how talented the rest of our guards are. We really don't look at like the 1-2 punch or anything like that. We just try to keep it within the team, as in like, what can we all do to help the team win? But I'll say one thing about like JoJo in terms of like his work ethic. Like he's one of the hardest workers, if not the hardest worker. Wakes up at 6, things like that. So when you talk about thunder and lightning, I think that honestly JoJo is probably the most talented guard that I've been around as a freshman this young. He can do everything. He's fast and explosive too, but just because of how he is methodical and how he's a student of the game, he chooses to play a different type of style. So I would like to say that I'm learning from him, honestly. I see the way that he plays the game of basketball, and what JoJo has is something that I need to adapt. And maybe a little bit of what I have, he can adapt to. But to be honest with you, JoJo has it all, and he's going to be a special treat to report over and everything like that. But as far as the comparisons, no one's given us a nickname yet. Hopefully, after we string together, hopefully 16 wins, 15 wins, hopefully people will have some comparisons to give us. But if you want to give us a nickname, then go ahead. We'll feed off of it. You can trademark it, and we'll send you some bread for it. But just JoJo's amazing. The rest of our guard trio, quadruplet, whatever, we're amazing as well. So just feeding off of each other. Like I said, iron sharpens iron, and I just feel like the best basketball for Oral Roberts is ahead of us if we can just stay connected, love each other, and play for each other. So, yeah. I didn't mean to go off on my
Oh, no, I think I was telling you down at Media Day, I enjoy the conversations, and when you can, because not everybody is as well spoken as you, Isaac, and so just to get those thought out responses is always appreciated.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you, guys, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Isaac, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a blessed night. Appreciate y'all.
All right. See you in a couple of weeks, man.
Yes, sir. See you.